But I'd like to welcome you to my show. It's called La Canzone Cucina, which is like a singing kitchen. To me, that's what it means anyway. So I hope you enjoy yourself. Stick around. Marzo un po' che piove, che nada può che strappa. Torna chiove, chiove. I'm a guitar player, that's what I do for a living, but cooking's my passion. So I figured I'd welcome you here and show you a few things that I make. My number one dish today will be pasta fagioli. Now you have to understand, pasta fagioli is made by 1,000 different people, 1,000 different ways. Everybody's got their favorites. Some people like this, some people like this one. This was an old world recipe. It's made basically with beans and pasta. And there's not a lot of people use prosciutto, they use something else to flavor it, but the old recipe didn't call for anything because it was a poor people's dish. So I'll show you how I make mine. First of all, we start with beans. See this? These are beans. Carolinga beans. I use the dry beans because I like the way the flavor comes out when you cook them. So normally I would take these and I put these in a pot and boil them. And we need macaroni. So I use Fagioli. And I break them up into little pieces just like this, and it works out really, really well. This was my father's recipe, my mother's recipe, my grandfather's recipe, so I use the same thing. I need a little bit of garlic, which I have in here. And some garlic. Not much. Just 1 clove will be fine. You don't need too much. Italians don't overflavor anything with garlic. They just use it to enhance the flavor. So that's what we're going to do with this. Here's how we start. I take the beans and you open them up, which is not a big deal. First I'll cut it with a knife. It's easy in tearing it with my teeth. I try tearing it with my teeth, and get stuck, and then you got to pull them out. It doesn't work. So I cut this a little bit. Then I'll pour the beans in the pot. I'll fill it up with water. Okay, so I'm filling up the pot with water, probably about half the pot. This way the beans have plenty of time to cook. That's about right. Then I put it on the stove, turn it on, make it nice, and let it sit. The next thing I do is break up the macaroni and put in the pasta pot of pasta fagioli. So I take the bruciadio, and they're kind of thick, so I use a little bit of time. I put them in, I break them into pieces so they look like they're about this big. Okay, then I put them in a pot, and I break it, and I break it. And I don't have too many to do because I broke most of them before we started this, otherwise it'd be on this thing for 15-20 minutes, you wouldn't get to see the whole thing and have to 5 parts of it, and you don't want to do that. It's much easier this way. So I'll break this one up again, same way. Now, as soon as the beans are boiled, which is going to take us probably about an hour and a half, maybe an hour and 45 minutes, then I can put the pasta in, and we'll be done. Now I got to throw the stuff away. I can't leave it on here because people say, you got a mess for a kitchen. So, that's that. Next, I'm going to cut up the garlic. So like I said, I use 1 clove. More than 1 clove is just a little much. So I take it, that's my clove of garlic, and the easiest way to break it is hit it with a knife, and the skin peels off. That's all done. Then I throw this away. Then I like to cut it. And now that's ready. Okay, I got to put some olive oil in this pan now. So let me get my pan and get my trusty can of Italian olive oil. Open it up and put enough in. So we figured maybe about 1/4 of a cup. Olive oil just tastes good and everything. So we got that on that. I turn on my heat. Let that kind of heat up. And in my garlic. And I put the garlic in. I have it. And we'll let it sit there until it sautés and gets nice and golden brown. And one more thing to make it perfect is a little red pepper. Of course, without the pepper, it's not quite the same thing. So that's all in there. That'll be brown in about 5 minutes, and we'll be happy. While we're waiting for the beans to cook, while we're getting everything else ready, I have to do something. I have something outside. I'll be right back. Wait for me. I'm coming. I got it. This is my guitar. This is what I do for a living. So since I'm doing this, which I love, and this, which I love, I figured I'd do the both of them together. So let me play a little something for you in Italian, because it goes well. The pasta's Italian, the beans are Italian, the garlic's Italian, and I'm Italian. So I'm going to play this for you. I'm going to do a tune, it's a darandal. It's called Come Fece Tamada. It's a really funny tune. It's a great tune. I love playing it. And when I work in Italian restaurants, it's a big hit. So let me play it for you now. I hope you like it. Quando a mamma t'ha fatta, quando a mamma t'ha fatta, vuoi sapere come facetta, vuoi sapere come facetta. Mamma sta ste carne bella, mamma sta ste come bella. Tutto quello che mi ha detto, tutto quello che mi ha detto. Non si ne può capacciata, dinta al matto la mischiata. Latte rosso e roselata, dei facetti in coppa fatta. Non c'è bisogno di ingrapati che una conge. Come t'ha fatta mamma, io sacci meglio te. I like it so far, how about you?
I love it.
Me too. E per fa sta bocca bella, e per fa sta bocca bella. Non servetta stessa dose, non servetta stessa dose. Vuoi sapere che in cima tetta, vuoi sapere in cima tetta. Mo te dico tutte cose, mo te dico tutte cose. Non parare a grighina, tutte frave e giardina. Miele, zucchero e canela, t'abbasta sta bocca bella. Non c'è bisogno di ingrapati che una conge. Come t'ha fatta mamma, io sacci meglio te. The garlic's nice and golden brown, it's not burned. If you want to come over here and take a look at this, this is kind of nice. They're pretty well cooked up, and we're going to make the water boil again so we can add the pasta to it. But these are nice, they're soft, they're tender. You got to taste it, so you got, They're cooked perfectly. So now, I just crank up the heat a little bit more. I add a little bit more water. I got to get a glass. This is a glass in case you didn't know. So I fill this up. And I put it in because I want the pasta to cook and I don't want it to dry out because there's no water in it. So we put that into that. And then we're going to add the pasta. This is the pasta that we broke up we did before. We're going to add right to this. And mix it all in. 1, 2, 3, quick. And the part I like the best, take the cover off, turn up the heat, wait for it to boil, and in about 15 minutes this will be done. Completely done. It takes about 10 minutes for this pasta to cook, and after the pasta is cooked, we let it sit for about 5 minutes, and it gets really nice. The taste is really good. And while the pasta is cooking, I like to add everything in one shot. Pepper and the garlic that's been sauteed, and let it sit, let it cook a little bit. That comes to a boil. Now this is one thing that I do that normally people didn't do, but my mother always added just a little basil to this, a little fagioli, as they say in Italian. So let me get a little bit. I got some on the windowsill right here. I'm going to take some of these off right here like this. This is nice to keep in my kitchen. It stays fresh. It doesn't get dirt in it. And then I can go use it. Thanks. And I just put it in. Now you can make this red. You can make it white. This is called pasta fagioli in bianca, meaning it's white. But if we want to make it red, that's not difficult either. I'll be right back. I'm going to the refrigerator to get some tomatoes. These are some of the tomatoes I used yesterday when I made something else. And here in the thing. Now the nice way to do this is you take them up, put them over the pot, and crush them. Now this becomes pasta fagioli rosso, which is red. Okay? And we'll be done. Add a little black pepper. Like that much. Mix it in. We're going to let it cook until the pasta is done, and then when the pasta is done, we put the cover on it, let it rest for 5 or 10 minutes, and then me and the cameraman are going to taste it. Let's give it a shot and see what it's like. This is really good.
Too good for words, in fact.
It's really, really, really good. So, tuning in, drop into the YouTube, see what else is around, see what else I get up, and I hope you like everything you've eaten so far today or everything you make. And I'll talk to you again soon, alright?
Today was pasta fagioli. Next episode is?
Roasted peppers. That'll be the next one up on the list. Thank you very much. Buon appetito, and ciao.